And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the poolside of the Intercontinental Hotel. What a treat it is when Patrick Njiru, the legendary rally driver, comes on the bench. Such a positive energy, such an infectious smile, such a great, great patriot. And by the way, no president has ever bothered to give him a national title. But that's another story. Your tweets are coming in thick and fast. Patrick, listen to this. Dr. Kenneth Wameo says, watching JKL, legend Patrick Njiru, love his humility, an achiever and pioneer. And then Wilson Wangi says, JKL, as a young boy with my toys, all I knew was Patrick Njiru, Safari Rally legend. And then, for the very first time, on my timeline at least, It's Pato has just tweeted in Japanese, Patrick. So if you speak this language, yes. This is your opportunity, my brother. What is Pato saying? Go ahead.
Arigato konbanwa. Hontoni arigato godaimasu. He's very grateful for the show, what is happening tonight here. So I'm really, thank you very much for your tweet. Hontoni arigato godaimasu.
Hey. Atia. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. Lakini Pato, change your AVI yako tafadhali. Just change it, please. Tumeongea, change. Gowi Odera says, ni vumbi leo na Patrick Njiru.
We,
Vumbi.
Kivumbi bana.
Kivumbi.
Safari Rally tumerudi.
But okay, let's go back to your growing up in Embu. Obviously, Safari Rally used to pass through Embu back in the day, right?
Yeah, actually, I remember very well. I remember that thing very vividly. Back in 1968, when we were in Altar Boys, we were in the village. And the rally, the East African Classic Safari, the East African Safari Rally then, not the classic, the East African Safari Rally was passing through our village.
Sheka Meta,
Joginda Singh, Peter Hughes, Hanu Mikola,
that one.
All of the Beyond Waldegard and all of these guys. They came in through, with the Ford Escorts and Jogindas with the Mercedes, Shekas with the Datsun 1600 SSS. I mean, and this was great. We were in the altar, I remember. We were about to give the sacrament. And when the first car went, we had the noise, the big noise. The second time we went in there and we were giving the sacrament, there was nobody. Everybody had gotten out of the there to watch them. And I remember Father Pasente with my young classmate, James Joe, who is my really, really, really good friend from when you are young, because I remember James convincing him. My father, I came from a very poor background, and my father could not afford to pay the school fees for 4 children in secondary, and I was the 5th born in the family of 8. So when I was about to go in Standard 7 to go to Form 1, he asked me to repeat, and I had to convince my best friend. We repeated together. So we went back to Standard 6. We went back to Standard... Yeah, true story. So that at least one of the kids could be out of the school. By the time I was getting to 7, I found the other one had also left. So now we had 2 in the secondary, and then me. And your parents could afford then. Otherwise you'd have stayed in primary. Yeah. We couldn't be able to do that.
So the rally is passing.
So the rally passes through there, and James and I, and we were all there in the altar boy, and we stopped, and then we went out, and the father allowed us for that Sunday we didn't have the sacrament. So we went out, and then we watched the rally, and when we started now naming the cars, what car is that, and getting the noise, that's where the bag started now.
Do you think to yourself, one day I'm going to drive one of those cars?
Actually, we started driving trees. We were going into the trees, just ooh, you're imagining the whole of this thing. Young boys.
Yes.
The young boys, the way the bag starts. Yeah. And then we went over there, we went on, and then towards the time now we were finishing primary, we wanted to go to seminary. I wanted to go to seminary because I wanted to go and become a priest. Well, because of the priests, they are the only people we were seeing driving cars in the village. And unfortunately, I didn't have shoes. So when we went, we were told, no, without shoes, you cannot go to the seminary. So we were taken back. But I realized something, Jeff. Destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice.
There you go.
And I took that choice in the right way. Sometimes people don't take failure in a positive manner to be able to take it over.
Yeah.
But we continued and we went back in and we went very well through the school. Then I was very lucky with Kamwithi Munyi and Peter Muigai Kenyatta. They got scholarships for people to go to study in Japan, which was not known there in 1975. 76. Japan was a unique place. Nobody could know.
It was a different planet.
Different planet.
Yeah. And your parents allowed you? I mean, you said, I'm going.
Yeah. I told them this is my destiny. And what we knew about Japan was karate and, chopping people.
So you landed in
Tokyo.
No, before Tokyo, where did you land? Philippines or something?
In the Philippines. I landed in Manila with a t-shirt, which was very hot, almost 30-something degrees.
What was on the t-shirt?
I mean, the t-shirt from Kenya.
Oh, okay.
The t-shirt from Kenya. But then when I landed there, was the Muhammad Ali fight with Joe Frazier.
The Thriller in Manila.
The Thriller in Manila. I bought a shirt for the Thriller in Manila, and I wore the shirt. Those days, don't forget, dollar was 4 shillings. So I had some 4,000 bob that I changed to which was $1,000.
You had 4K.
Yeah. 4,000 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
And we landed there.
Yeah.
We got in there. We went into Tokyo. When we got out of the airport, all the guys who were coming to meet me, they came laughing. What is this? What is happening? I could only hear Africa, 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 Africa. So they got, because it was minus 15 degrees. It was so cold, I couldn't believe what was going on.
Right.
And then we got in, ourselves changed. Then I realized, no, this is not the place that I wanted to be. Those days you write a letter, email, unaandika bahasha ni ile moja. You write that letter, and it takes 2 weeks to get to your folks to Nairobi.
Correct.
Then from Nairobi to Embu, it takes another week. So it's a month. And I was telling my dad, I want to come back. And then my dad wrote back to me, he says, no, wewe ujikaze, kuwa ngumu. Then I met one Japanese guy who told me, he said, if you don't like Japanese tea, you never like Japan. Because Japanese tea never had sugar.
Yeah.
They never used to take sugar. Yeah. They take it green completely. And that brings me to the topic that, sugar was only discovered 100 years ago. It wasn't there from the beginning.
Is that right?
Yeah, there was no sugar 100 years ago. Tea was only discovered by the Queen to treat TB in India.
Come on.
Yeah, it was a medicinal. It was not for entertainment. It was not funny for this or of this. You see. They turned it into English. No, it was medicinal. That's how it started. Now, when we got in there, we got Japanese culture, Ghanese. Then I changed my mind completely. Then I started focusing. I realized now this is a place where you are.
Yeah, but you were learning Japanese all along.
Exactly.
How long did it take?
6 months. 6 months. To read, write Japanese and read it. 6 months.
Come on, Patrick.
As a result of that, listen to this. As a result of that, it really developed a culture where you can't believe what it is all about. Because this is very strong culture.
Yeah.
The culture of Japan, they teach you more things than you learn in school.
The culture itself. And they teach you how to respect the elderly people. You're sitting down in a bus, you wake up, it's the manners, the older people come and sit down for you. It works automatically. You think that happens here on Gong Road? No. Leonard Mambo Mbotela, another legend. He says, Patrick, you look good. Karibu kwa JKL. Njiru. I'll tell you about Leonard Mambo. Just now I was coming to tell you. Go on. Because Lenny is an incredible inspirer. He has inspired us from when we were in school. Na je uni ungwana. Tunasikiza ile saa 7 kasorobo. Lenny is a very good friend of mine. And these are the people, actually, when I came back from Japan, who are building the Safari Rally now here in Kenya with the sponsorship of ESO. Mambo unamsikia kwa ndege, anasema anaangalia ile gari inakwenda na sisi tunamsikiza kwa redio. Salim Mohamed, Mohamed Juma Njuguna, Badi Muhussein, huyu yuko huku KBC. Legends, these guys, they pushed you up there. Akina Ali Salim Manga, those guys, the way they were broadcasting, and the whole of this thing, and Akina, this guy, there was somebody who was, was reading news, a very good news reader, Kibia Warab Kangogo.
An incredible guy. When they're reading the news for the these were the guys who were there, and Kaiduma. These guys were all incredible.
Yeah, they were legends.
When I came back and I went into rallying, the real people that I thank very much for is Joseph Kamaru. Joseph Kamaru, he told me, Jiro gumodeiga na mwene. I could not know what to tell him. He said, ukisikia mtu anapita anasema Jiro osione Jiro, never look behind.
No.
Don't look behind. Nenda kama hujasikia.
Keep going.
I keep going.
Kamaru,
Joseph Kamaru.
Listen to this. This is Moses Nandalwe from Bungoma. He says, Patrick Njiru used to make us walk miles on foot to watch the Safari Rally. My friend got a child during these rallies, and the child was named after Njiru.
My God. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'll give you my number before we leave the show. I would like to come and visit you because this is very... I used to go to Bungoma show, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, I used to go with the BAT. You know, it's the history that we continue with.
Yes.
When we started. But really, we had great journalists. I tell you, Washira Waruru with the Weekly Review. Joseph Karemi, yes, with the nation. Mutegi Njau. Bob Githinji. Job Githinji. Great people. They knew the Safari Rally. Omulo Okoth with the Standard, the one who is here. These were Ben Agina. All of these guys, incredible people.
And they supported you all, didn't they?
All supported. I mean,
because they weren't, Patrick, let's face it, there weren't too many African.
True.
Right?
But then we were lucky. Jeff, we were also lucky. But we used luck. We took the chance. We took the chance which was there, because it is good always in life. If you start doubting your beliefs and believing your doubt, you go wrong.
Absolutely.
Okay?
But you go wrong. Let's face it, you were very talented as well, Patrick. Very talented. John Kimani says, please ask the legendary rally champion if he ever regrets being a rally driver.
No regrets at all. I'm very happy, and actually I can tell you, because my son Stiggy has just bought a Subaru that he wants to start rallying, you know, for somebody whom we can be able to give in, to give you back.
You still believe in the Subaru, don't you?
The Subaru, yes.
You believe in it?
It's the best car. It's the best car.
Come on.
It's the best car, Jeff, I tell you. It's incredible. When you feel the four-wheel drive, you know, the car, you sit down at 260 kph and you know you trust your life in Kajiado, and it stops when you want it to stop.
Don't say that when engineer Michael Kamau is listening, eh?
No, that's CS. In the rally car.
Yes. I tuned under 260.
Cisco, come on.
Cisco. Great guy, man. Great guy.
But I tell you, when we started rallying, Jeff, it was incredible, because Dave Masharia, whom we teamed up with as the first time, was an incredible guy. Incredible guy. You know, the first few people who dedicated their time and everything, you know, his dad was such a good businessman, because he was the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and he was advising us on how to become commercially, how to get the sponsors. But it wasn't good coming in until we started getting results. But the first time when I won my first training rally with Surinda 30 now, who is the FIA vice president, we won this. Shaka Meta, the legendary Shaka Meta, invited us to Carnival for lunch.
No.
Yes, to give us the Shaka Meta invited us to Carnival, because they hadn't seen something like that. No black man, and won.
What about that car you went in? That 600 cc. What was that car?
That was the Vivio. That was the Vivio. That is now back in the...
You finished how many kilometers?
5,000 kilometers.
In the Vivio?
In the Vivio.
And that puts you in the Guinness book?
In the Guinness. That's what took us there in the Guinness Book of Records.
What were you thinking, Patrick?
I mean, you know, we had Mr. Koseki. Koseki was an incredible man. He was a very focused and forward-looking guy. Number two, Koseki, the best thing that I found about him, he was a very easy boss to work with. You know, it's something that you don't find basically with people. And that is why we managed to get resort after resort. In 1990, we won the World Group N champion for the first time. For the first time in the history of the Safari Rally, when no one had done that. We became, that's when we got the big breakthrough. And then we got Marlboro sponsoring. Marlboro sponsorship.
For an African.
For an African.
Listen to this. Sam Nyamweya. And he even puts his title there. President FKF. In case you forgot.
I know.
In case you forget. Sam says, Jeff, tell Patrick he looks good. I knew him when I was in the rally with Jonathan Moy.
Yes.
Sam used to rally?
True. Sam was there. Sam was managing, actually, Jonathan.
Was he any good?
He was there. Sam was a very good guy.
JT was good, though.
JT incredible guy. Incredible guy.
He was all right.
Incredible guy. We had very, very good people. But when we started rising, we had few people that I can tell you about. One was Gavin Bennett. Gavin Bennett was an incredible co-driver. Very nice in packaging the sponsorships and all of that. An incredible man.
Yeah.
But above all those guys, Mike Doughty.
Mike Doughty.
Oh, this is a legend. He won the Safari 4 times. He was a very good person, very nice.
Patrick, the problem with you, you're praising everybody, man. You're praising everybody.
I mean, because this is my lifestyle. I haven't met bad guys.
You're Japanese, man.
No,
you're too Japanese.
I haven't met bad guys. Listen.
Okay, Robert Mwirori is asking. Kindly ask the legend if it's true he drove in reverse.
Yeah.
For how many kilometers on end? You drove in reverse?
Yes.
During a rally?
You ask Abdu Sidi this. Abdu Sidi can give you this, can certify this. The Sidi brothers, we were with Abdu and we got lost. We lost the whole hub completely and we couldn't go forward. The only way we had to drive backwards.
No.
No. We drove backwards.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, unakwenda nyuma bana.
How many kilometers?
Oh, we can't even remember those days. But Abdu was such a sweet guy. You know,
you see, you're praising again.
No, I'm just telling you the good guys we have had. The people we have had. You know, Jeff, because in life, when you find all of these good people, it's just that you find life becomes much easier. And let me tell you another secret, top secret. Every day, including today, whenever I wake up, I laugh for 7 seconds. Every day.
When you wake up?
Every day when I wake up.
You
know,
laugh?
my wife looks at me like this, and sometimes she doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe the story.
On that
Seriously.
note, we're going to laugh our way into the break, Patrick.
Yes.
We must read that tweet again, man. That tweet in Japanese. My goodness.
Yes. No, but of all these people, remember one guy, Jeff Koinange.
Oh, no more praising. Listen, when we come back, let's talk about the future of this great land of ours. Let's not throw away this country, Patrick, because...
And the future of Safari Rally.
Also,
the Safari Rally.
It's coming back.
The Safari Rally is coming back. It was... The president has given his own instructions.
Hold that thought.
It was in the...
Hold that thought, Patrick.
Good.
My goodness. What a legend. What a man. What a smile. 7 seconds. Every morning.
Every morning. Every morning.
Wow.
You don't have a headache. It becomes a therapy.
It's great talking to a super legend, folks. And I tell you, your tweets coming in thick and fast. Send them in English or Japanese. We'll read them out live. Because we are live with the Japanese champion. Kenyan champion. Kenyan Japanese champion. Champion. Patrick Njiru live on JKL at the poolside of the Intercontinental. We'll be back in a moment.